Welcome back, everybody. You're watching the NationWars 3. Funka is rejoining me, and it's going to be a good one. It's going to be Japan versus Australia now.
Yes, let's be honest. First match wasn't as hype as expected. Czech Republic got demolished, and I hope we're gonna have a stronger opposition between Australia and Japan. And the question for me is Japan gonna live up to the hype?
Oh, depends what the hype is exactly, because some people might be like, yeah, we have no idea who the Japanese team are, but then there is this thing that we all know now, is that right now they've got quite a few Grandmaster players on the Korean server, which is pretty darn tough. So it's going to be cool to see once more players in action here that we don't usually get to see too much in these tournaments.
Exactly, and I know you yes.
It's really bothering me.
Let's do it live. Let's do it live. Okay, it's done. Not a cable anymore.
I feel so much better.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know. So yeah, Japanese player, they seem to be really good. At least their ranking on the Grandmaster League in Korea says so. The question is, will they be able to step up on a big tournaments? We've seen those players in Olimo League, like tiny. Even though it's a really great tournament, it's still something a little bit smaller than NationWars 3, I would say.
Yeah.
And right now the Japanese team, they need to show us that they're part of the great nations of Starcraft 2, and that's what NationWars 3 is all about. Can they live up to the hype? Can they do something against a nation that has been performing pretty well those last couple of years, especially in Heart of the Swarm with Aegas and Pig, obviously. NXZ, we didn't see him that much. He qualified, I think he beat Pig once.
He made it to WCS once.
Once, yes. Beating Pig, I think that's the moment Pig was like, yeah, I should be a caster now. I should go on and do some growling on the mainstream. But yeah, we love Pig. He's an amazing caster. I love him, and I'm really happy to be able to cast him.
I feel like we should explain this joke, by the way, about Pig, but maybe later, because now you can see all of the three players here from the Australian team, and Pig's actually favorite victim is Ander. Interesting, from Philippines. That's a Zerg, and he's the best Southeast Asian Zerg according to this. Well, he lost to an XZ technically this one time.
Yeah, that's the only time. He wasn't the best Zerg in Southeast Asia, and obviously the Gimli Terran, Aegas. I'm really looking forward to him. He's a great character in StarCraft 2 in general. He gives a lot in interviews. Yeah. He even flipped off. Who was it again? It was Haas, I think.
Yeah, Haas.
Haas during a WCS broadcast. That's the kind of player that we actually like. Look at how happy they are. Look at those photos.
Typical Australians.
Yeah.
Happy guys, nice guys. NXZ, the younger generation of player here, only 19 in comparison to Pig being 27 and Aegas 25. So one of the new guys on the block who's actually got some pretty good win rates, already got himself some WCS points as well, and one of the guys to look out for, even though not as much a big name as Aegas and Pig here in this case.
Yeah, obviously. We'll see if he'll be able to perform. Will he be able to play? That's the question. We've seen it. Like, Live Zerg was the only one it needed to actually take care of Czech Republic. Will it go like this again on this match? Because we've got a strong Japanese team, at least from their ranking on the Grandmaster ladder on Korea. If you take a look at the sheet for Japan. Okay, we don't have it yet, so we'll go about it next. But I can actually, and that's something I really like. I can tell you the names of the Japanese player: Psyark, Vaisranava, and Albion.
Say their real name now.
And then we can say it in Japanese: Nishimura Naohiro, Masanobu Kitahashi, and Asakimori Daishi.
That's some awesome names.
That sounds amazing.
I wish I had a Japanese name right now, because that sounds pretty cool. Can they play as well as their nicknames are cool, though? Because they go up against an Australia that we're very familiar with, with all of these Australian players being a part of WCS. I feel like Japan is one of the countries in StarCraft, or even in esports outside of fighting games in particular, that's given so little exposure. We almost never see them in those big international tournaments, I guess, get wins or even go far. So now they got to change. If Japan here was to beat Australia, that'd already be massive here. I think for, I guess, their Starcraft history or just as an achievement. They wouldn't qualify just yet. They would have to beat Russia. But that already would be massive. That would blow my mind if they did.
Yeah, that would be sending a big message already. Like, guys, we're here and we're ready to rock on Legacy of the Void, because once again, it's the beginning of a new expansion. Anything can happen, and we've seen it already. So many good players that got beat by less known players in general. I wouldn't say it's 100% thanks to the expansion, but it does. It does change a little bit. New units, new composition. The economy is slightly different. The maps play a huge role in that. So in general, I did predict Australia to win. Actually, we can take a look at the prediction from the casters. I did predict Australia to win, but I would like Japan to give them a run for their money. I don't want it to be easy, not at all.
Let's see who predicted Australia. It's Third, Apollo, Funka, and
Todd.
me.
Yes.
Oh, we predicted the same thing.
Yep. 3-4. Yeah.
Booyah. We just won.
Easily.
On paper, I think it's pretty close. Even though, again, Australia, they are a lot more well-known. I'm hoping it's going to be a 3-4 here.
Yeah.
And with some fun games. And I think it's pretty likely to be. I feel like 3-4 or 2-4 or 4-2.
Yeah.
Definitely the two likely scenarios here. I really don't see a 4-0 happening here personally, but sometimes when you don't see it coming, that's when out of nowhere it actually happens.
We've got him, the Japanese player. They're here. Sayark, Vaisravana,
Look at
Albion.
They are facts. They're all the same. GM on the Korean server. That's a pretty sick achievement, actually. Like,
it is.
It's definitely something you can brag about. I don't know who LA Pack is, but I'm sorry, man, because you keep on losing
to Albion,
to the lower two players. No, it's two of them. He's the victim of both.
Maybe it's Protoss, because when we look at the win ratio for Albion, maybe it's Terran, sorry. Because if we look at the win ratio for Albion, 75% PVT, that could come in handy when you consider that one of the great players from Australia is actually a Terran. Aegas is going to be playing for Australia, and as you said, I don't see a 4-0 happening, but once again, what do we really know about those players right now?
Out of these three, Albion is actually the top-ranked player on Aliga, like in the Japanese, I guess Japanese rankings.
Yes.
He's ranked 2, and then there is Sayark and Vaisravana. That's going to be a really hard. Vaisravana as a third between these three. So I guess Albion's the best player out of all of them. I'm a little bit more familiar with Sayark, whom I casted on few occasions, but it's interesting to note that his nemesis is Ender, who was, I think, the favorite victim of Pig, it was?
Yes, it was.
So, yeah, maybe that's not a very good sign, because Ender is a Zerg already. Pig sure beats him in ZVZ, but that means that Sayark maybe not as good against Zerg. He's got a 39% win rate, and there is 2 Zergs on Australian team in NXZ and Pig.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like on paper, considering we know them a little bit more and we've seen them on the big stage on WCS, Australia should come out ahead of that match. But yeah, the question is, can Japan just take a few games, maybe make it to an ace game? That would be amazing. After our first game, today, that wasn't really close. Let's be honest, 4-0. The swag is coming in.
You know what's crazy? I actually own these glasses and this cap.
Whoa.
And that baguette.
Whoa. And that baguette.
Wait. Apollo has a glass of whiskey and a bottle. That is highly unprofessional, Apollo. Yes. I love the necklace, though.
Yeah, the boss necklace. I love it. I mean, he probably knows Apollo pretty well with that bottle of whiskey. I mean, he's been hanging out with Tasteless quite a lot, so I know.
And that hat, he always wears hat like this.
Yes. Usually it's...
Even though it makes his head look even smaller, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's right. So we are gonna jump into the winner. The captain's interview in a few minutes. That wasn't me earlier.
Yeah, but still.
And more than close from now, we actually can go right now to the couch for the interview. Guys, take it away.
Thank you very much, Funka. Awesome games to be played today, hopefully. But yeah, we're starting with a no match, and Czech Republic got beaten hard. What are your expectations on this next match?
You chose Japan.
Japan is gonna win, man.
Why? What?
Well, they are ladder heroes, like I used to be. Well, maybe I'm still a ladder hero. So I want them to win, and I want them to prove everyone wrong. That's why.
You believe in the Bushido, right? Like repetition, Japanese way of doing it. And you, on your prediction, you're still going with Australia.
England and Australia are like this. So I've got to stick with my buddies down under, and we're going to take this.
Okay, and we have the guys on Skype. Hello, everyone. How are you doing, Pig and Sayark? Nice.
What was that?
Hello, guys.
I think Pig, your Skype messed up, and it was like a squeaky robot pig noise that just came out.
Yeah, Pig's voice is so much like a machine.
Hello, so Sayark, we're gonna begin with you. So you are the captain of the Japanese selection. Can you? But the people here on the streams, we don't know much about Japanese player. Can you talk talk to us about the Japanese scene in Starcraft? Are there many players? And present us maybe the Japanese team.
Okay. I don't know the exact number of players in Japan, but we have like at least seven players who got into GM in 2015, including NA and KR.
Okay.
And Japanese Starcraft 2 scene is very small. We don't have that many tournaments in here, and we don't have any major tournaments here, but there have been always some enthusiastic players in Japan, so I'm really happy that we were able to participate in this great event.
You must be very excited to play in this tournament, and also very motivated to beat Australia and then go on to beat Russia too, right?
Yeah.
Can you do it? Are you going to beat these guys? Because everyone thinks that, you know, it's going to be Australia versus Russia to fight for the position, but can you deliver today?
Actually, not everyone. But
They are gonna be very tough opponents, but actually that's the good point. When no one expects us to win, that's just good for us. We can play just comfortably and try to pull off upset.
Can you? Yes. Can you talk us a little bit about Albion and Rice Ravana, the two other players?
Albion was WCS representative for Japan in 2013, and he's achieved NAGM countless times since 2013, and he achieved NAGM for the first time since after he started playing Starcraft. He's a really talented guy, and Vice Rabana is a player who's playing for Japanese esports team Detonation Gaming, which is the biggest esports organization in Japan. And he's very passionate. He's playing like full time, and he's been climbing up from only a low master level player into a KRGM player. So he's a really promising guy. You must you should look out for his performance. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Pig, how are you doing? You need to fix that Skype because it's like a gremlin talking. Like, okay, can we give? Oh shit! That was a great answer, Pig. Do we need to call him back? Production. Yeah. Okay, that's a nice shot though.
Hey, Pig, how you doing, buddy? Pig, you there, mate? Good to know that. You must be feeling really confident against Japan, right?
Yes.
It's not.
I mean,
Okay, Pig.
You've got to talk to us, Pig. You know, what's the score going to be, do you think?
Can you, if you can hear, can you? We're gonna quote every Australian player, and when we reach to the best player, you will say like this, okay? So we're gonna need the pig's face though. This interview is getting. He's a gnome. Ok. Max, il faut absolument qu'on ait la tête de pig, sinon ça va pas le faire. What are we? Yeah.
Pig, are you still there, mate? Can you give us a yes or a no? Say yes or no. Okay, good to know you're still here.
Okay, so Pig, which one is the best player? I'm gonna say the three name of the player, and when we reach to the best player, you make a fist bump. So is it Pig? Is it Iagus? Yes. Okay, so Iagus will be the ace of this team. And can you talk us a little bit about Starcraft in Australia?
Please.
About the local scene. Uh-huh.
Yeah, nice. I know that it's a small scene, and you guys are growing bigger and bigger.
And it's a value for the viewers. Like,
Thank you very
good
much.
information.
Pig. One final question. You seem to be not wearing many clothes. Could you explain that? I know it's hot in Australia.
in Australia,
so,
yes.
Okay, thanks, mate.
We're gonna jump right in the first match. I think that's the best thing to do. We still need to know the first player.
We do,
right?
yeah. Sorry, yeah.
So if we Sayark, please tell us which of the Japanese player will begin this match.
I'm starting myself.
You're starting yourself. And Iagus, you're here.
Yo.
Yeah! Finally, we're gonna get answers. So, what do you think about? Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, it's a bit early, but I'm actually up this time normally because I got weird sleep. So I'm looking
Okay.
forward to this. Should be good.
Okay, and can you tell us a little bit about the Australian team, about Pig and NXS?
Well, basically everyone in Australia is bad except me, so I'm just going to use them to go ahead first, and if they need a grown-up to bail them out, then,
Just do it.
yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
what I'm gonna do.
which one will be the first player for Australia?
We're sending in NXZ just to send him out first, see what Japan's like.
Okay, as a scout.
Yeah, he's scouting.
Okay.
He's my
then.
scouting SUV.
All right, thank you very much, guys. We're gonna go and jump right in the first match, GLHF, and yes, may you have fun. Ciao, guys. So yeah, well, great interview. DNS, last word on this?
Well, maybe a first word because I haven't spoken yet. I think I think yeah, Japan is gonna win. I don't know how, but if they have enough Zerg players, they're gonna win. That's my prediction. No, it's not overpowered, but I don't know. Like right now, Zerg is the new Protoss, so it's the trickiest race. And if they have all-ins or stupid builds, the more Zergs they have, the more comfortable they will be. So I think they're gonna take this.
DNS plays Protoss, as you could have imagined.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to the match, casters. Take it away.
What an amazing interview.
The best interview yet, for sure.
Dudes, like those interviews
I've-
get better and better.
I have a
every
new
day.
gain respect for Pig after
Yes.
these answers.
I mean, he was being honest, you know. He gave
Straight
everything.
from the heart.
Exactly, straight from the heart. And apparently, Pig is a gremlin. So, I mean, we learn a lot every single day in NationWars. We know that Hawk likes to sip on maple syrup every day, and that's good for a Canadian player. But you know,
I'm actually very worried now after hearing for Sayark because we said Albion is supposed to be their best player. And then he said Albion, he's Grandmaster on the NA server, a status that even Rotterdam and Nathanias have been able to reach.
ooh.
I really don't know what to expect out of these games now. Shout out to Nate, by the way, I know
Yeah.
he's watching.
Shout out to Nate Reno. That was amazing. I liked it. I mean, we get to see a little bit of you know, those players when they are at home. We see that Pig doesn't wear any kind of clothes.
A wife beater, actually, a tank top.
Yes, exactly, tank top. But actually, I think it's 6 a.m. in Australia. So I mean, we can understand that he tries to feel comfortable in his room. We could see a mattress behind him. So maybe he has some friends over, or I don't really know what's
He has
going
a
on in
girlfriend.
Pigs. Yes,
But maybe
yes.
he didn't know that it was going to be on camera. I remember this one time Destiny asked me to cast a tournament with him, and he didn't tell me I was going to be on webcam. So I was wearing a tank top, and people hated on me so hard. They're like, "Todd has no respect. Like he's casting in a tank top." I was like, "All right." I went and got a dress shirt. And
You
put
know
it
what?
on.
We should do a cast in tank top tomorrow. Just everybody in tank tops.
I didn't bring them, but we can buy some.
We
I
can
guess.
buy some.
Some really filthy, like dirty.
Dirty esport money.
Ugly one.
Tank tops. That could work. I don't know.
The starting two here are going to be very important.
Yes.
Super important to start with a win here. No matter who wins, they're going to gain some tremendous momentum. And it's Psyarc versus NXZ.
Yeah. I
A
mean,
TVZ.
it's going to be a TVZ, and I would say, as far as I know, even though Oligolac says Albion is the better player out of those three, Cyrac is the only Japanese player I got to cast recently in the Nolimo League, as I said it earlier.
Yeah.
So I would argue he's one of the the stronger player. But Australia sent out, as they said, the scout, the SCV scout, maybe the less known player, maybe the less skilled player compared to Iagas and Pig. So we might have a pretty close game, and it actually will tell us a lot about what's going to happen in that clan war.
Yeah, it's going to be cool to see them go ahead. Oh, whoa.
Whoa, that's a lot of hair, I would say.
It
So,
says, can I be any comfier than this when watching NationWars?
so he's actually in the bathtub. Bathtub.
Yeah, I mean, I love the bathrobe on the side as well, and
Yeah.
the ashtray.
Yeah.
This guy's living the dream.
Yeah.
Could definitely need a bigger screen. It's on the toilet, actually, not even a table.
It's on the
What a
toilet.
sick setup.
That's an amazing setup.
What happens if his housemate needs to use the toilet, though?
Oh, they can't.
They put it on their lap.
Yeah, they still do their business, but they stand with the laptop like this. Like, can you see properly? Is that okay?
What better, though, than to take a bath and watch this tournament at the same
Yeah,
time?
I mean, the sexiness level is amazing. You can get really comfortable. It's a really good way of watching a stream. I agree. I've done that in the past.
Yeah, send us more of these, guys. We love
Yeah.
showing this on air as well, especially if they're as cool as this one.
Yeah.
Just make sure to hashtag NationWars3 with the hashtag NW3. And if we like it, we'll show it.
Yep. So, be creative. Show us how you watch Nation Wars. And in the meantime, we should be able to start this game because actually NXZ and Cyark are in-game. And I didn't even see the first map, but take a look at the stats. That's
Yeah, I'm trying
that's
to.
interesting.
Oh, wait, the countdown started. But the stats are
Quick,
not loading.
Quick!
Fast!
Quick! Come on!
Oh,
no, you screwed it up! It was good! Oh! 112, 65 wins. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a
I
50-50
think
ratio.
it's like mid GM.
53% maybe. Win rates for Cyark. Playing for Dust KR. Dust Korea. I don't know. Dust something. Everybody is loving the interview. With the 3-minute delay, we can see your reactions to what has been said in the interview and what has not been said, because we didn't get anything from Peg.
Yeah.
He tried a lot. Gave us some fist bumps.
There's no you are on Asia server
Oh yeah,
for us.
it's okay.
Let's hope
Oh.
the real stream has it.
I hope the observer didn't screw it up. We'll see about that. Let's go in game.
Let's find out.
Yes,
Oh,
we're so good.
dodge
man.
the bullet.
Hashtag production value, indeed. In the bottom right, representing Australia, is Zerg, and he has his face on his hatchery. It is NXZ.
Is that his face? That looks like Petraeus.
Does it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't think it is Petraeus. Where are the swaggy glasses from Petraeus?
And his opponents, starting in the top side of the map. He wants to pull out his katana and deal the first blow here to Australia. It is, of course, Cyark.
Damn. Damn, the level is risen, you know? It's like, that's crazy. Hatch first for NXZ, while Apollo just, crosses the stream and just, blocks the TV. Yeah. He doesn't mind. And he's doing
Off
it
you
again.
go, Apollo. Off you
Off
go.
you go. Off you go. You filthy Brit. I didn't want to say that. I'm sorry. Adgas pool out of our Australian player, and we are going into a Reaper build for Cyark.
Hey, Orbital Shipyard is one of those maps that has been around for a long time. I think the very start of the Legacy of the Void beta. So since a lot of these players, they were practicing from the start of the beta, I think they will know exactly how to play on this map, when and where to expand, in what order. And usually, it makes it one of the maps where, since you have the most experience, you feel more comfortable on to go into longer stages of the game a lot of the time, I think. Like we're looking at a TVZ where I think both players wouldn't mind going up to 3, 4, maybe even more bases and test their macro.
Yeah.
Their macro muscles.
I agree. It's a really great map to start things off. Yeah, you don't have that side of, I don't really know that map. I might get I might get surprised by any kind of cheesy build, or especially positions, or whether you should take your base on the left side or the right side. That's a really good pick-off if you can get it.
At the Reaper across.
Reaper is getting some damage done. Can he get this around?
Nope.
Good micro from Cyark.
Yeah, not quite going to be able to get it. The Overlord's going to get chased on you a little bit.
I think he should be able to take it. Yeah, he's going to take it out. Really good start for Cyark. No vision. That's a dead Overlord.
Big growls as the Overlord falls.
Well, I'm not sure he's growling, because that's an Australian Overlord.
Sure.
So,
What does he do?
But he does like Japan. I think Pig has been in Japan numerous times. We'll ask about it if he wins, and if he's not a gremlin anymore.
Yeah.
Reaper
You
coming
can
up.
blink twice if you
Do you like Japan? Trying to blink.
Speed's about to finish now, and looks like both players just gonna build up their walker count here a little bit. What do you think about the way Cyark here went for just additional barracks instead of something like E-base or a quicker starport? We don't see that very often. Does he want to go for a push with this?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's getting double reactor right now, so he's going to be able to build 5 Marines every cycle of production.
Combat shield?
Combat shield
combat
bullshit?
shield?
No, it's going to be Stim. It's going to be Stim. In my opinion, right now, you want to get Tech Lab with Stim as fast as you can, because in general, and I said it earlier, the game just increased in speed in general, but the upgrades, they take the same amount of time as before.
Yeah.
So you want to get those upgrades that take such a long time, because if you don't remember, Steam actually takes 2 years to complete. So if you don't do it really early in the game, it could be an issue if you get your Tech Lab sniped or anything. So 5 Marines by cycle, Starport getting starting to be produced halfway done right now, and a Roach Warren out of NXZ. So not the traditional Ling, Baneling, Muta composition, but probably Roach into Ravagers.
Do you know a lot of the new timers for some of these upgrades and all that? Do you know Zergling speed?
I don't really know. 69, 71, something? I don't remember.
Very close, actually. With the old timer, it used to be 110 seconds,
Yeah.
and now it's 79 seconds.
79. I think I've seen it at some point.
So you basically add 1 minute 20 around and tell yourself that it's going to end just a little bit before that time, and you'll know if you saw speed starting exactly when it finishes, and then you can be walled off and safe.
A
Yeah,
lot
what they say, better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry, Todd. Indeed. Quite a lot of Marines and a factory with a reactor. What is he gonna build? Okay, double mine production. And that timing on the medevac is really clutch, actually. 17 Marines being produced, 16 being loaded up in those two medevacs. Can he get some damage done?
Why is there a wall of depot between the main and natural of Psyarch?
Afraid of Niduses? Maybe?
He's ready to abandon ship?
Well, that's
How
better
French.
than dying, right? Abandon the ship! Nidus! Roaches and queens! We can't do anything!
He just evacuates and like
Just-
raise the depot. Even
Yeah.
locks the SCVs out. It's like a movie with zombies.
Double drop getting into the third base, and there is no unit for our Australian player. Stim is getting used right now. Is he going to target the Roach? He's doing it right now.
Oh,
Can
the
he get
Hellions
some
come in
damage?
as well, and he's not even just gonna go for the drones. Chooses to fight against the Roaches because they are too low numbers. Anyway, Psyarch is completely crushing through
That
his
is
opponent here. Australia in trouble.
yeah, that's a really great timing that he just hit right there. So many drones are gonna die.
He can't even just pick up and leave here if he's in too much trouble. But right now, Psyarch is staying there. He's at home. He's still already flying across the map and boosting double medivac with a lot of bio inside to try and deal more and more damage.
And even some mines. Glider reconstitution just finished, so those Roaches are gonna be able to defend that way easier than a couple of seconds ago. Let's see if he can stabilize, because 1-1 is about to complete for Roaches right
Wow.
there in a couple of seconds.
I'm very worried for NXZ here. There is not even an overseer here on his side of the map, and now Widow Mines are closing in with those two medivacs on the left-hand side that are already unloaded. There's 3 Widow Mines with it. He's not going to have any detection here to really deal with this.
Yeah, but he needs to plan down those.
Oh, on the right-hand side? Okay, he picks up.
Okay, he needs to plan down those mines in a really aggressive stance, like maybe in the mineral line, because in a straight-up fight, those Marines are gonna get crushed. It's 1-1 Roaches against 0-0 Marines without even combat shield. So right now, he needs to deal damage. He did that already. First Overseer is out, double mine shots, not that many damage deals. I mean, Roaches can tank mines for days.
NXZ took quite a bit of damage, still trying to go for the extra base. He lost 10 drones earlier. He's down to 54 to 56 SCVs. He's got more army though, but that's just because he's been making Roaches, which are relatively cheap.
Yeah.
Upgrade-wise, we are at 1-1 for the Zerg player, whereas the 1-1 for the Terran is at about halfway through done. Remember, he prioritized getting more bio, getting medivacs out first over upgrades.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't really, create gas out of this. If you're using it to get medivacs earlier, you have to take. Ooh, he's losing that medivac with 5 Marines inside. But what a great multitask out of the Japanese player. It's 5 Marines in a mine, getting into the natural. Can he get the Queen? Can he get that mine in a good position? That's what he's about to do. NXZ, is he gonna react? Yeah, pulling the drone at the last possible moment, but still losing the Queen in the process.
He's trying to target with the Widow Mine. He hasn't shot yet. He's about to.
Oh!
He gets 10 drones. Oh my god, that was massive here. He did that so well. Psyarch kept retargeting with the initial mine so that he wouldn't shoot for the longest time. And then NXZ brought back the drones a little bit too early. Loses 10 very important ones. He's down to 59 drones to 64 SCVs. The production of the Terran player is in full effect. He's going to be getting so many units.
Moving the mine on the 4th base. Yeah, NXZ is on it, so he's not going to lose that much. A Roach is going to take the hit for the drones, and now he's going to be able to check that out easily. One more tank in the production tab. He's going to be playing Bio Tank with the new Tanky Vac. It's going to be really good against Roach Ravager composition, obviously, but he needs to climb back in the upgrades. His multitask has been on point, but he's still 1-1 when Zerg player is actually getting 2-2. A third done, so yeah, the ammo wasn't really good, well timed. So.
Yeah, it finishes only now here. Psyarch is on the map. There's a lot of Roaches and Ravagers. He's gonna dodge these very important shots here. Pulls back just on time.
Medivac flying on the left side, still 3 Marines, but against an army that doesn't have any Mutalisk, he can do it for days. But yeah, really, really smart out of an NXZ, just getting 4 roaches in patrol. That is gonna make Marines like worthless in that situation. 4 1/1 roaches.
Ooh, the drop.
Take care of that.
The drop here, very dangerous. There's a few roaches and a spore on the way. Actually, yeah, Sayark needs to pull back for now. But we're reaching that point in the game where Terran is getting very, very close to having that massive army supply that just does so well against the Zerg army. Even though Roach and Ravager can be very dangerous, especially if those corrosive pile lands on a huge chunk of the Terran army.
Yeah,
The
really.
Terran's missing most of his army here.
Yeah.
Just pick up and leave.
He did that really well, though. He didn't lose that tank. He relocated it really, really fast, so he didn't lose it. But he needs to get the hell out of here.
It's not picking up. Right
Yes.
now, it's the Zerg that max out. That
Okay.
wants to do some damage. 2-2 is not finished just yet for the Zerg player, but it's going to get right in there.
Right.
NXZ wants to deal more damage.
Bio needs to take. Oh my god, those shots from Ravagers! It destroyed everything. All the Bio, he wasn't getting micro properly. Can he make it? The Zerg player is closing in. Can he get all the Bio? It might happen. One more Bio on the Medivac. NXZ trying his heart out, but he's gonna get pushed out, I believe.
Yeah, he's going to hold the SCV pull here was nice. He doesn't lose that many. There is a drop in the main doing quite a bit of damage across the map that NXZ didn't spot earlier. And now he's going for a lot of Hydralisks here to replace these Roaches and Ravagers.
25 Hydralisk just came out for NXZ. The next push is going to be amazing. He's finishing his Hydra range, but he still needs the Hydra speed to actually get the other side of
That
the map.
is actually a ridiculous amount of Hydralisks.
25.
Merry Christmas, you're going to get spit on.
Yeah, no, Cyrac, I don't think that's a good idea. You need to pick up and leave. 25 Hydra.
He's got a Medivac for every single unit, though. That's pretty nice.
Yep.
Good healthcare here
But
in
still,
Japan.
still, not enough tanks in my opinion. He has double factory production, but he needs more tanks. He only has 2. And on the last couple of fights, first of all, he didn't tank with his bio for his siege tanks, so he lost a lot of crucial numbers. And then he took the bio in the face.
Yeah.
You can't get that with bio. Bio is really fast. That should never happen.
I think it's really cool to see double factory with 2 reactors for a lot of siege tanks here, because I think Sayark, he fully realized that it was going to be mostly ranged units here, that there wasn't going to be that many Zerglings or even Banelings, if any. So when you're playing against just Roaches, Lurkers, I guess some Ravagers and potentially Lurkers, getting a lot of siege tanks could be a great move to be behind the bio and deal a lot of damage.
Small task force of Roaches getting Summer Has done on the 4th base. I think it's been... No, it's still going on right now. 5 SCVs just died. And keep in mind, he lost 12 before.
Yeah, Sayark's just scanned the main, by the way. He saw that Hypes, he's on the way. But now he's going to get attacked by at the front by a huge army here from NXZ. Can he hold on?
Yeah,
Corrosive Pile is going to be very important. Dodges a lot of shots here with some nice pickups.
Yeah, he needs to split, but he doesn't have any units. So many Hydras, the DPS is so massive. Dodging the bile, but dodging the bile with only 1 Marine and 1 Marauder. What is it going to do? There is more Changeling looking like Marines than actual Marines. For Sayark, Japan is about to lose that first map, in my opinion. GG is getting cold, and Australia takes the first map.
Wow, that was really close here. I really thought that Sayark had it, but NXZ stays in the game and somehow cranks out enough Roaches, Ravagers, and then eventually Hydralisks to really bring it back. Very nice game here. Wow, between these two.
Yeah, I really like the fact that Ravagers complement Roach Hydra compositions in the mid game, where usually you don't have Hydra.
I like it too, but I think it complements it a little bit too much.
A little bit too much. You know, they kill force fields. Did you know that? They kill
Yeah.
force fields. That's awful if you're a Protoss player, obviously.
I know that, yeah.
I think Todd knows it, you know.
Yeah.
Have you
I
been
found
whining
out
against
about
Zerg? Have you been whining a little bit yet against Zerg?
I never whine, do
No,
I?
never.
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 Never say never.
Never say. But yeah, I think the new Roach Ravager composition is really strong in the mid game,
Yeah.
and it allows you to transition way smoother than before into Hydra. And those upgrades by NXZ, they won the game. That armory timing, the fact that Sayark just forget about that armory, made it so hard. You can't take proper fights if you don't have a huge number of tanks. Marines don't kill Roaches. They just don't.
Yeah.
You can move around, you can multitask, but you can't kill them. So basically, if he's allowed to cross the map and attack you, then you're in a really bad spot. And if you add to that the fact that he took so many bile shots in the face, then
Are you saying that Zerg's too good?
that's not what I'm saying. But you can't.
That's what you're thinking.
Maybe a little bit, but you don't know that. No, but you can't. You can't just stop microing against Ravagers. It's
Yeah,
just
you
just
need to
it.
dodge all these very important shots.
And I think
so as well.
you're allowed to do it with the new tanky vac and especially the bio. The bio should never get hit by Ravagers. So I think he was microing something else, maybe a medivac on the other side of the map. But the damage output of bile, it's a AoE damage that deals 60 damage. It's amazing. Is it 60? While I'm saying it, I'm like 60 or 80. I think it's 60.
You should have just left
It's
it.
60. Yeah,
Where you say it in a convincing fashion,
I'm
because
still
even though you're
learning.
wrong, it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, I'm still learning, you know. I think it's 60. I'm pretty sure it's 60. So that's still like one-shotting Marines and maybe hitting some Marauders close to it. Even Medivacs get
Yeah.
hit. Like the bile hits the Medivac, then kills 2 Marines beside that and hurt a Marauder. That's awful. You can't do that. Just can't do that, guys.
I know all about that. We're going to be finding the next player here out of Japan that's going to be coming out. It's either going to be a Protoss or a Zerg. Yes, they've got one of each race. Which is it going to be, though?
Do we have the map? Can we check out the map?
Runes of Ceras.
What would you make of it? Would you think another Zerg or Protoss?
I think Protoss is all right on this map against Zerg. I mean, it's equally as bad as on the other maps, but it's one of the prettier ones. So if you're gonna lose, you might as well lose on a map that's pretty.
Okay. Okay. So
Great
you would argue that Albion will get.
I think
will get
Albion
sent out.
here would be good to be sent, unless we've got a Zerg on the Japanese team that's confident in going up against NXZ here. But the thing is, there is a lot to take in consideration here. There is the map that's here right now, and then who's going to have a better chance against the next players that will be sent out? Does anybody get hard countered? If Albion goes out now and wins, then will he still have a good chance against the next players of Australia? We're about to find out between Albion and Vice Ravana. Probably butcher that name every single time. Who's going to be coming out? It is Vice Ravana. All right, so ZVZ here.
Yep.
On Runes of Ceras.
ZVZ game.
So it seems like Japan, assuming their best player is Albion, they're saving him for last.
Yep.
To try and ace it, if he can.
And maybe he doesn't feel that comfortable in PvZ, so he's waiting for Vice
Although he's
Ravana
gonna have
to
a bad
kill.
day.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's 2 Zergs and a Terran in the Australian lineup, so yeah, still not a really good day for Protoss that doesn't like PvZ, but you know, well, we never know, and we don't know anything about Vice Ravana, so not that much. I mean,
Other than he plays Zerg.
Cyrac just told us a little bit about him. Ooh, okay, get him some food done. What is it? So potato.
That's like a pork chop and a salad or something.
Pork chop, salad, and potato. You know.
Easy life, easy game right there. Look at his speakers. It's like... Someone watching on his phone in his bed.
So, do you guys have the same problem as me when you watch on your phone and you know, on your side, and then goes the other way around?
But you can lock it, no?
You can.
Oh no, you can lock the screen maybe, but not necessarily the apps.
I think I've have had an issue with my new phone because it hasn't been, you know, studied enough. I had it on my phone before, but now on the new one, on the Samsung one, I can't really get it to stay in place. So every time, how should I do it? I eventually hold the phone like sideways. It's really weird.
That's very interesting, but I'm not sure our viewers care. So let's introduce our players here. Starting on the right-hand side of the map, playing as the Blue Zerg. For Team Australia, it is NXZ. NXZ. I was joking, Funk. I love you.
Yeah, I do too. I'm a huge fanboy. Did you hear about that? I told you. I told you earlier, but I also said it on stream. But nobody gives a crap. They want to know who's that guy on the top left, Ruins of Ceras. He's a Zerg, and he plays for Japan. He's Vice Ravana.
I wonder what his nickname means.
We should ask.
That doesn't sound very Japanese, does it?
I can tell you that he's called Masanobu Kitahashi.
That's such a badass name.
That's badass. I wouldn't even
imagine like James Bond goes to Japan. He's like Bond, James Bond. And then this guy's like Masanobuki Nanashi. It's like 10 times cooler.
Okay, same openings on both sides. A little bit faster for our blue player NXZ. But yeah, gas being taken for both players. We're pretty much in a mirror matchup. Two ships passing in the night in the middle of the map.
Here we go again.
Sorry, I had to
Two
do it.
very slow ships.
Yeah, slow ships in front of a
These are no pirate ships.
cascade.
Yeah.
Is that a cascade in English?
Yeah.
Okay. In front of a cascade.
Couple
Look at
cascades.
beautiful it is. I love it.
It is heavenly.
Yes, I would take a
TLO
pass
is
at
actually
that.
meditating under that one right now about his next WCS matches.
Both players are gonna pick up that speed upgrade, but I think both players didn't cut gas at all. We should see a Bailing Nest coming up. Yes, Vice
Yeah.
Ravana going for Bailing Nest.
Pulling the trigger first here. Let's see if NXZ follows up the same way. Yeah, here we go. All right, so an absolute mirror here so far in terms of speed, timing, bailingness. How about the same? Both players gonna go for a Zergling here, run in to try and get a scout. Vice Ravana almost walled on time here.
Okay, on the other side, we
Didn't manage
also
to.
have Scouting Lings, and he gets everything he needs. He sees the Bailing Nest, he sees the timing on the Speed Link because Pool is still wiggling around. He sees that a Queen is being built, and 8 more Zerglings for Vice Ravana. 14 for NXZ. We're gonna see some Link Bailing action, and I love it in ZVZ.
Yeah, NXZ doesn't want Australia to take their sweet time. They want to move on here to try their luck against Russia. So he's just going to be getting a bunch of links, some Bane links, which he's morphing to at home. Maybe a little bit afraid of an attack. Does he cut now? Surely with the amount of Zerglings that he's made, he wants to be aggressive, but he still starts a third hatchery here.
Well, in my opinion, if it goes into a long session of Link Bailing action, getting the third hatch, even without droning it, is a really good thing, so you get more lavas. And that's the name of the game in ZVZ now that the injection is not as good as it was before. 2 Bailings, well microed by Vice Ravana. Nothing exploding so far, maybe now. That's a good detonation.
Yeah.
Really great micro for a Japanese player.
Did he upload? On the right-hand side, Banelings are going to come in here, and there's quite a few of them here for NXZ. He's going straight for the drones, but they get to safety here behind the ramp.
Dude.
It's been a fantastic hold here so far for the Japanese player.
Perfect hold. That's an
More and more
amazing hold.
Banelings are being morphed in front of the Overlord here.
Yeah, he's gonna go full all in. NXZ, he's taking a third hatch. Maybe he has a fake, maybe he needs the lava, but still, he's pushing the aggression really, really far. 16 more Zerglings, 24 more Zerglings, and more Banelings getting morphed. He doesn't have any Baneling left. In Vice Ravana, those Queens, they're not on the ramp.
And actually, he transferred a lot of drones to the main here. Those Queens are going to get surrounded here by a bunch of Lings, but
yes,
they're still doing quite a bit of damage. More and more Lings are coming in, and no Banelings are being morphed here by Vice Ravana. He's starting to get a lot of minerals. He hasn't been injecting on both of his bases.
Yes, that's the main issue. He's not being, he didn't inject at all, so he doesn't have any units left. No lava means no units in Zerg. Obviously, that Spinecrawler is holding up a little bit. 2 more Banelings getting morphed in the natural of our Japanese player. And after a great hold.
That's pretty ambitious.
A little bit, yeah.
He's like, I'm about to die, I might as well make it now. I don't know, like right now it looks like NXZ might be able to end it here. Gets into the main, surrounds the Queen. He's still doing a lot of damage. That one Bailey's gonna be sniped just in time, but with more and more units set out across the map and no injects here coming down on those units. On those hatcheries here from Vice Ravana. It's gonna be a pretty tough hold here if he wants to be able to try and pull it off.
That's such a sad side for Japan. I mean, he held it really well in the beginning, trying to get some more roaches out, but now all the drones are getting massacred. 16 drones are gonna fall, and I'm pretty sure NXZ is gonna get Australia the second points that they wanted. Australia doing really well. NXZ, what a boss. Just making Zerglings and Banelings, no problem for the Australian player. And Japan is gonna fall down 2-0. So much more units, so much more lava coming
Vice
out
Ravana
from
might
Korea.
have crumbled under the pressure here because initially the first few attacks were a hold from him, but then he kind of panicked, kept his Queens at his natural, didn't morph any Banelings. That's what I don't get.
Yeah,
He just done that. He was trying to fight with way too many Zerglings, and only getting Zerglings behind his. Eventually, it looks like NXZ was pushed back for a moment, but he's got just way more supply at this point.
Yeah, 27 drones against 18 supply against 50 guys. I think it's pretty much over, but the Japanese player wants to fight until the end, and that's good for him. But it's over. GG. GG.
And Australia goes up 2-0 here, even without sending out Pig or Ayagas yet. This is looking very worrying here for Japan.
Yep.
And Albion actually has to be here now, the next player. He has to be the savior here.
I want him to be the savior. I want him to, you
Well,
know,
actually, technically he can lose, but then somebody else can all kill. But yeah, it would be nice to start with 1 or 2 wins here from our Japanese Protoss, who's going to be coming out next year, no matter what.
Yep. We'll see. We'll see that. We'll see if Albion can make a difference and maybe take out NXZ. Just just once. PVZ. He can definitely make it. And I would like to see Pig playing. Anyways, it's like it's.
We didn't get to hear him, so we need to at least see him play.
That's the weird thing about that interview. We didn't hear him grow. I was really mad about that.
Later, maybe.
Yep.
If he fixes his internet. Let's go
What?
Japan. Well, that's
it.
I'm not sure that sushi is legal, so.
No, probably not. But that means Japan is going to take out Australia, getting a little koala on his sushis. Chipmunk
Polo's
voice.
face. He looks like he's taking a crap.
Lol.
He sounded like a duck a little bit, yeah.
Yep, a little bit like a duck. It's keep him coming, man. Stacio, remove the toy from your mouth before you do a professional interview on stream.
That's Taisho, by the
Yes,
way.
it's
Shout
Taisho.
out. Look at his picture.
Yep.
Naked in his bed, photoshopping toys in pig's mouth. Talk dirty to me.
Yeah, Stacio, DreamHack Admin, big up to you. We just did 2 games, so, as usual, we're going to go into a quick commercial break, and when we return, we'll see if Albion can make it and can, put Japan on the board, because, right now it's not looking that good. Guys, stay with us. We'll see you after that.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nation Wars 3. We're here for day 3 of the qualifiers to find out which nation's going to go through to play in Nation Wars 3. Joining me is, of course, Funkadelic, but more importantly, over on the far right-hand side here is DNS. Welcome to the English broadcast.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man? What does DNS stand for? I was thinking about it just now. I was thinking, like, dangerous and sexy. But what does it
Absolutely
actually
not.
stand for?
Actually, it's a very old story, and it means do never surrender.
Never surrender.
Yeah, do never surrender.
Do never
Do
surrender.
never surrender.
Okay, good.
All right.
Good to know.
Got
We
it.
do have a couple of tweets for you to join us. This is the first one, apparently. This is my new profile picture.
Will you use it as your profile picture?
Should I use it as my profile picture? Is the question.
I think you should.
This.
I like the product placement of NationWars in 2 different, two different sides of the
That's
picture.
how much fun Nation Wars is.
Yes.
Is that picture? Right
It says
there.
it all.
We'll have more tweets throughout the rest of the evening. We're going to jump into this next game as we have an on-fire Australian. He's currently up 2-0, and we'll introduce his players, and let's get some thoughts from DNS in a second. Funker, go ahead and introduce the kid.
All right. Yeah. With the team kid for some reason, he's our Zerg player for Australia. Is the winning streak. 2 wins under his belt. It is NXZ.
I
NXZ.
love how he's got Petraeus as his picture.
Is that Petraeus? I don't
Yes.
recognize
yeah,
him.
zoom in,
for
zoom
some
in.
reason.
Coco, zoom in. It's Petraeus.
Yeah.
It's Petraeus.
I don't recognize him without the
It's
swaggy
Petraeus.
glasses.
It's
I'm sorry.
Petraeus. Okay, down here, Funker, introduce the Japanese player, please.
All right. Is probably the last hope for Japan because they are, down 2-0. And the bottom left, as our Protoss, red Protoss for Japan, is Albion.
Okay, never surrender over here. DNS. You said Japan was going to win. They're down 0-2.
I guess I was wrong.
All right, nice and easy on that one.
Why did you think that Japan would win? Were you on the hype train, Japan hype train?
Yeah,
was.
probably, but like they are ladder heroes, so I don't know.
Do you recognize yourself in a Japanese player being ladder heroes?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay. Can you introduce yourself a little bit for the English viewers so they
That's
know
right, yeah.
who you are a little bit better?
Like I'm 19, I'm living in Paris in the Millennium Gaming House.
Ooh.
And I'm in team against all 30, as you can see on my shirt. Well, not on screen right now, but...
Clip before, yeah.
And yeah, I'm full-time since 4 months
Okay.
also.
And you're going to win WCS next year, right?
Well, I'm gonna try, but I can't promise anything.
No, DNS has been playing, better and better those last...
He's an underdog champion, right?
Huh?
Underdogs champion.
Well, like Little Bo wasn't playing, but yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
don't sell yourself short here,
He was
mate.
too busy playing League of Legends on my right.
Yes. That's right.
But he's still the last underdog champion.
Yes.
Out of Swarm.
Yes. Congratulations.
That's,
Congratulations. Hopefully get some more in Legacy.
pretty
Have
impressive
you played
feat.
a lot of Legacy?
Not as much as I wanted,
100
because like
games, 150, 20, 5.
like more like 300 or so.
Oh!
That's not a lot, man.
300. That's a lot.
That's okay.
Not that much. Not
That's
that
on the
much.
high end scale though. Most that's where there's no one really that's played 400 or 500. I don't think.
Maybe Guru.
Maybe Guru, but there's
Yeah.
like one person.
Drogo's been playing a lot as well in Korea.
Okay, well you have played a lot. What do you think about this opening here from Albion?
Zealot Stalker.
I didn't really pay attention.
So Nexus,
but
it was Nexus first into Gateway, Cyber, and
yeah,
now
yeah.
this.
Usually you get Nexus first, and then you get 2 gateways to scout with adepts. But like I've been trying to make a lot of Stargate play recently, but it's not quite as effective since the carrier nerf.
Do you like Robo play?
I'm not quite sure what it's gonna do. Maybe a Warp Prism drop with disruptors. I would
Yeah.
like to see that. It's very effective.
Desro style, right?
Yeah. Disruptor.
Whereas NXZ just kind of played it's just kind of normal opening here. It's taking his third pretty fast, but safety from the Roach Warren.
Yeah, but
And he hasn't seen the Robo yet, so that is going to be something he'll be looking for soon.
yeah, he needs to see that. He needs to see if it's either a Stargate or
look at
a
that.
Robo Warp Prism.
Disruptor time!
Ooh, Robotics Bay should be that, and maybe we'll see the Warp Prism speed coming out of the Robo Bay.
Yeah.
As you don't have to get that upgrade for Colossus anymore, so that's not something to forget. Our Australian player getting 3 bases and getting into Lair right now. What is he going to be going for? We've seen some Spire play yesterday.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the setup for Spy play. It looks more like it's going to be just Roach speed, maybe Sling Ravager into eventually Lurkers, kind of the most common way to play, but we'll see. I'm interested to see how successful, depends on how you want to say it. I mean, DNS will probably say successful. Okay, I messed that up. That was going to be really funny, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Let's see how good these are going to be then, these Disruptors. I've nicknamed them
Yes.
Disruptors now.
Warp Prism speed, Warp Prism, and Disruptors. So what's the main target when you do that kind of drop? Like you want to go only for economy, or you can actually target down buildings with this? I mean, it's kind of slow,
Yeah,
but you
let's-
still
let's-
do damage.
Let's try and hit 10 times a hatchery and might blow it up.
But if I can kill like 5 or 6 drones, I would do that.
Yeah.
Much rather than killing building.
Of course. Just asking some random questions.
I know,
anyways.
Funk, I'm just teasing you.
It's
That's
okay.
what I'm here for.
I
Actually.
love it.
But if he sees the robotics bay, he needs to make a Spire as fast as possible and just make like 4 or 5 mutas. It's way enough. Then you can drone as much as possible and go for Larkers. And usually the Zerg will end up being ahead.
He's going for 2
Yeah.
in the Warp Prism.
Look at this. The patrolling Warp Prism with the speed is actually, it's like so fast. It's making me dizzy. Okay.
This is from what I've seen at least. I haven't played Protoss, but I've played against it and watched them obviously in NationWars. This seems to be one of the most successful builds and strategies that we've seen, at least, and played against so far.
Yep.
The Disrupt obviously now is going to keep the Zerg on the back foot while expanding and then powering up behind it. Is pretty good, I think, at least. So
I think it is also. I'm just.
I mean, he's got nothing to deal with the Warp Prism, as DNS said. You kind of need like Mulus Spire or something to deal with this. Look. Go on, Funker. Hype, Funker. He's got to get the drones.
Oh my god, so many roaches just getting targeted down, and now the new Warp Prism Micro with the speed.
Didn't he just use 1 though? Instead
He
of
just
2?
used one.
Yeah.
Just use one. So that's what I was wondering. Can you actually shoot a ball from the disruptor and actually take it back from the
No.
into the Warp Prism? You can't do it,
No,
right?
the ball is going to be cancelled.
That's sad, right?
Well, it's balanced.
It's balanced. Okay.
Well, he's getting a little bit of damage. This is actually not as good as I thought it would be. I thought you'd be aiming for a lot more than this.
Yeah. He killed roaches.
Yeah, but
He killed dead supply.
I think our Japanese player has been watching Jaedong against Lilbo. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
exact
yeah.
same build.
But now, because he hasn't really done anything, and, you know, NXZ's probably giggling a little bit at how poor that went, is now just going to attack. And this is a little bit scary. He needs to bring that Warp Prism back to defense.
And the blink isn't done. He's not going to be able to micro at all against the bile from
Where's the Warp
Seriously,
Prism?
He doesn't have... It's
There it
coming
is,
back.
there it is.
It's coming
Okay,
back.
If he uses it
The
well...
flank. The flank. Kenny does the damage. He keeps missing. That was such a bad hit.
Why does he keep missing?
I don't know.
You have to hit.
Okay, he needs triple pylon overcharge right there, but already 2 pylons getting killed. He's going to lose that third base.
Oh, it's not looking good here for Japan.
And XZ.
Oh, no!
The Disruptor getting killed. Ah, that is really bad. That's just bad.
no.
I mean, losing every single pylon, not enough Stalker to handle that number of roaches. Even the Warp Prism getting targeted down by the Bile. And now he can just A-click that Nexus and he's in a terrific spot. Like 4 bases against 2.
Yeah, this is a disaster here for Albion. You've got to be able to hit those I mean, if you build them, you've got to be able to lay the smackdown with them. And unfortunately, he's missed every single time, pretty much. And even the warping gets cancelled. DNS is, I mean, talk to us. What are you thinking looking at this?
Well, Disruptors didn't do shit.
Well, you're honest there.
Oh, this one maybe?
Finally,
Booyah.
these are the hits he needs, but it's a little bit too late. He's lost his third, and from this position, it's very difficult to play from.
Maybe he could have held like if he had more pylons and maybe a cannon or 2 on the third base, but I don't even know.
What do you
Yeah.
think about the positioning of the pylons too? Like, I often see just a line of pylon like diagonally from the ramp instead of getting close from the Nexus.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like, you need to like his positions of pylons was pretty bad. Like, they were not like hitting at the same time.
Yeah, you need at least 3 to hit at the same time, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
4. Can you do 4?
You can do 4, but 3 is good.
You imagine the the DPS of 4 pylon overcharge might be
man.
crazy. Oh, that's good. From the top of the ramp without any
Good.
vision.
These are the hits he needs.
Yes.
But it might be a little bit too late.
I mean, the Warp Prism at 18 HP, and even the Disruptor is really low. I don't really know. He can't even produce right there. Okay, new ball, no splits. Why does he keep doing that? He would have had a way better hits if he didn't touch anything.
I don't know. It seems like it's a little bit nervous, really, not being able to control these as well as you should be controlling them, obviously. And unfortunately, he's going to feel the roach fight because this is going to be bad.
Yep.
Look how many roaches there are. And
4
ravages.
more.
Oh,
Oh,
hold
no
it,
micro.
hold it. There
See?
you go.
Once again, that right click at the end, I thought he would miss.
Look how much damage they do, though, if you do strike. And that's the power that these Disruptors hold.
I would like to see maybe a Muta transition from an XZ. Like that would probably end the game. Just target down the Warp Prism and the Disruptors.
Yeah, he can do a lot from this position because the goal from Zerg is just to overwhelm this third, which at this point, as a Protoss, you have to take. Like there is no other way to play this game. You have to secure this base, and obviously then the Zerg only has to deny it.
So do you see Albion just
How does he
defending,
hold it?
holding?
Yeah, how does he?
He needs to make more Disruptors. And micro better, because like he's, I don't know, like he misclicks quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like with his blink and with the Disruptor control as well.
Do you think he should be aggressive like this, poking forward a lot? Is this a good thing?
Well, if he can pick off a few units, yeah, why not?
Okay.
As long as he doesn't lose anything.
Okay, he's gonna lose it though. Oh, he hit.
DNS's face is just...
Yeah.
It's like, what?
God damn it, like...
Come on.
All right, well, here we go. Albion's going to move forward now.
Okay, it's 105 army supply against 70, but now you need the hits, man. Only one Ravager is getting killed right there. The Blink Micro is not good enough. He doesn't have any mana to recall, and now he's getting surrounded by every single side, hitting from the east, hitting from the east.
Hitting from the east, hitting from the west, hitting from the north, hitting from the south, hitting from the east, the west, the south, and the north.
I think it's GG.
GG! NXZ 3-0. And very, very dominating performance so far today. 3 games in a row, Funkadunker.
Albion. What happened, Albion?
What happened?
I mean, he goes for a build that seems to be really powerful, but really APM intensive. You need to be really good with your control. And it didn't show that. I don't know if that's because of him getting a little bit nervous or anything, but it doesn't seem like the proper build for him to use. I don't know. And I think I've seen in the chat people wondering where on which server it was played. It's been played on Korean server, so I'm pretty sure both Australia and Japan are fine with it. So that's not a lag issue. It's not getting played on Europe or anything. So I think Albion just was a little bit nervous, or maybe underestimated his own capacity of microing disruptors.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, there's not too much to say, really, is there, DNS? It's just.
Yeah, he definitely was nervous. Like, he missed some blinks, he missed like some move clicks in between the fights, and yeah, he could have saved a lot more disruptors with his Warp Prism. Yeah, I think he's very nervous. I really want to see Sayark play again. I think he's like the player who played the best so far for Japan. So I would like to see him again. Yeah.
I got a friend down here.
Oh, you do?
It's Todd.
Oh,
He's under the
seriously?
desk. He's under the desk.
What is he doing here?
Todd's always under the desk when I cast. Look, I'm not lying. Wait!
Oh, GG.
Todd's always under the desk.
GG. So yeah, are you going for Sayark again? Do you think Sayark is going to get revived?
He's the guy who's played the best out of the Japanese lineup, and when it's the ace match, why would you send someone who isn't the best so far today?
Because they felt like Albion was the best player. That's why they sent him the last, and maybe he's going to all kill now because he feels good.
It's like,
It's not gonna happen.
Here and like, close your lips. No, it has to be, right?
It's not going to happen.
It has to be Sayark. Sayark.
Yeah, he's gonna take this one, I think.
He's going to win it?
Yeah?
Yeah.
So for you to be semi-correct in your predictions, he's got a reverse all kill now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he has to.
Well, he
It's,
has to.
it's never gonna happen, but
Oh,
hopefully it will.
killing the hype.
Your name is about never surrendering, and you've just
That's true.
surrendered the prediction.
Yeah, it's true.
Never mind. Never mind.
Vice Ravana, what?
Funker.
What's going on, man? ZVZ? Why would it?
That's interesting.
I mean, he held the first attack perfectly, but then he crumbled.
So they believe this guy can take out the team over. I thought Sayark could, but apparently not. It's their choice. It's obviously what they think's the best here. So hopefully we get to see something where we could see a reverse all kill.
Or maybe they
Otherwise-
want to have a really quick game because it's CVZ, so they can go to sleep. Since it's 4 a.m. in Japan.
What happens if they wake up? What happens if they woke up at 3:30? And that's kind of what they do. Rise with the sun.
Yeah.
A little bit before the sun. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's the country of the rising sun, right?
I know, I tried to pull that off.
Yeah, I know you were about to, but I wanted you to go further. You know? So DNS, you're not our resident expert in ZVZ.
That's
but
true.
I did say before you casted today, I wanted you to cast service.
Yeah,
yes.
that's what you said, yeah.
And you're here for it. We made you come for a Protoss, and then Protoss loses, and then ZVZ. We got
okay,
it.
man.
Mastermind.
I'm sure you could beat both of us in the Zerg vs. Zerg anyway.
Yeah? No.
We're Diamond League.
Yeah,
yeah.
easy.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, I haven't been really playing a lot of race recently.
You can still beat us though.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
gonna be Ravagers and Roaches.
Yeah. Well, it's easy. You just
Safe bet.
yeah, press R. You know.
All
Do
right,
some
we're loaded,
injections.
man. It's either going to be a 4-0 or a reverse kill. I'm calling it now.
So it's not like he can win one game and then fall.
No,
If he wins
He's
one,
not going to win one
he
or
reverse
two
all kills.
or three. He's
Seriously?
actually going to reverse all kill.
So full of it, man.
All right, Funker Dunker, I think it's time to play the introductions.
All right. Top left is about to all kill. There's a lot of players that actually done that earlier in the broadcast and yesterday, but you know, he's about to do it. He just needs one more game. Can he do it? And it's NXZ for Australia. That was the worst intro ever.
That's okay.
I want
You could
DNS.
do a better one now.
I want DNS to do the Japan one.
Okay.
And in the bottom right corner of the map, we have a Japanese player who's about to win 4 maps in a row. It is Vice Ravana.
That was sick. And he's actually going to win 4 maps in a row.
Yeah.
So right
absolutely.
now it's 5 a.m. in Japan and it's 7 a.m. in Australia. Some early morning, Sunday morning StarCraft.
Yep. I like it.
Or maybe they haven't gone to sleep yet.
That would be bad, right?
Or good.
Better to go, to go to sleep early and then wake up early.
DNS, what time do you go to bed or wake up?
Usually I go to bed like at 2 a.m. and then I wake up like in the morning at like 10 or 11.
Okay.
That's what I want for me.
That's like a decent amount of sleep, 8 or 9 hours, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty
Funker
healthy.
actually sleeps like 12 every day.
Yep.
That's
Because
not a lie.
he's a lazy boy.
I'm a big old panda.
He's a big panda. All right, so we have a really aggressive strategy coming out here from our Japanese player. Vice Ravana.
Yeah, he's getting the Baneling Nest,
Yeah.
and the speed is 50% done. NXZ went for the hatchery himself.
Yes, he did, and then gas spawning pool. So he's got obviously speed on the way, but doesn't have anything at the moment to deal with it. And because it's cross positions, no Overlord has scouted what's going on for either side.
Yeah, they don't know
So
anything.
Ravana does. I'm just going to call him Ravana. I think it's a little bit easier. Ravana doesn't know where he is,
Fair bet.
but it's actually better for him because NXZ is not preparing any defense. He's just playing his own game. A spine crawler would obviously be ideal right now. Now he sees it, but
Ravana.
Rava who? Ravana. Come
He's
on.
actually a really good spot right now. 4 Banelings are about to pop. 10 Zerglings more in the prediction time, and a lot of Zerglings are going to run by into the main, trying to get a fight against Slowling. Easy peasy takeoff for a Japanese player. Can he make it? Can he can he put Japan on the mark? That would be great.
This is looking brilliant. He's got 1 queen down. He's going to take the second. He's still got his 4 Banelings live. He takes down the last couple of Zerglings. And Japan has woken up.
It's happening. 2 Banelings for 6 drones. Can he make it? 12, 20, I don't know. Can he make it? 2 spine crawlers getting done on the natural.
Japan is going to win a game today.
Yes!
14 drones down, Funker Dunker.
Fireworks from these Banelings. And
GG! The comeback is on.
Yes, Ravana was the right pick for Japan.
And like I said, it was either going to be 4-0 or a reverse all kill. It's time for the reverse all kill, so you can be right in your predictions.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's gonna
gonna win
happen now.
4-3. That's
4-3,
it.
man.
Dude, if it actually happens, you will look like a genius.
You
know
will.
that. You did the intro, is the one who's gonna win 4 games in a row.
I predicted like 4-2 at first, so...
Yeah.
You know, 4-2, 4-3, same thing almost.
Well.
Give or take.
When we were on the couch, he said 4-2 Japan. That's the first person you heard it say. You know,
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah, exactly.
we'll see.
Okay, but who does now Australia send out? Do they send out Aigers to kill the Zerg, or do they go for another Zerg versus Zerg? What would you do if you were captain of Team Australia? Who would you send?
I would send Aigers.
Yeah?
I think so.
Why?
I don't know, like Suivez is maybe kind of random, kind of. Not quite sure about it, but I think like Aigers is a very solid player. In the macro game, maybe he's better than him.
Okay.
We'll see anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go with the Gimli Terran also.
Okay.
I think that's a safe bet to send him right now, just to see how he goes in TVZ. Actually, I don't know. In both cases, either Aegis or Pig are gonna show some stuff to the Russian team, who's only composed by Zerg players.
Correct.
So,
which might make
Anyways,
it better
that's-
to send Pig, technically, right? I mean, there's less to hide in Zerg versus Zerg compared to Terran versus Zerg. You don't want to show the way that you play with Liberators or the way that you're playing Mech or Bio, right? So it'd be easier to hide, to send another Zerg and just play a Zergling Baneling game.
exactly. And
So that could be, you know, a smart thing if they were thinking ahead to Russia already.
well, they should be. I mean, they are winning 3-1. They want to qualify. They just don't want to beat Japan. They don't really mind about beating Japan.
So
it's like the first step to getting qualified. The second step is beating Russia, composed by 3 Zergs.
So I would agree with both of you in the fact that I think the easier win is with Aigers, but they might try to hide and send Pig, so...
I go with Pig. I will go with Pig in the end. 1 second.
I think
We will know.
Oink, oink!
Booyah!
Pig.
Y'a quoi
DNS is
maintenant?
like, oh.
Y'a quoi? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh.
Yeah, time for Captain Pig.
Oh yeah. No, I'm really happy to see him play
Yeah, yeah.
because I have a feeling we will see him play again against Russia. But right now we can tell how good he is on Legacy of the Void. We know he's been playing really well at the end of Out of Swarm. But I haven't seen him. Well, I think he's been streaming, but I didn't watch his stream because the hours are not really comfortable for a European to watch an Australian guy streaming. But he's a cool dude. Pig is just a cool dude. So I'm happy to see him play.
He's actually got no Legacy of the Void matches on record yet in a League Elec. I mean, there's not much to play in, I guess, is the
that's
counter to that.
Hot's farewell tournament.
Yeah.
So that's not even Legacy of the Void.
And I actually haven't seen him stream either, like you said, in a while. So
yeah, maybe he was streaming, but I didn't see it. So I can't really say anything about his level these days. Guys, you know it. We did 2 more games, so we're gonna go into a quick commercial break, and when we come back, it's gonna be Pig against Ravana for a chance for Japan to still live on that clan war, that match. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Stay with Todd. Stay with DNS, and just cut it. See you around.
welcome back to Nation Wars. I'm joined by Todd and DNS. Hello DNS. Hello Todd.
Todd.
Todd and Toad.
Toad.
Yeah, but
Toad.
it's Mini Todd. Mini Todd. He probably could do a better job than you up here, mate.
Definitely, yeah.
Watch this. I'm so stupid. Oh, having fun here at O Gaming. We're going into the next match. Pig, the captain of Australia, has chosen himself to try and take out Japan and move forward into the final.
I'm sure
for
he
today.
screamed. He's like, "Rah, me! I'll come out for you!
Me!" Are going to be another Zerg versus Zerg then.
Should we explain, by the way?
Explain
the
what?
growling of Pig?
No, leave it a mystery.
No, it's bad. Like, people don't necessarily get the joke.
No, they have to figure it out themselves. Why would you
No,
give
but
them?
then nobody will. Like,
Well, then we just stop growling then. Can't
No,
give
no,
it.
I think we should explain, and so
You
they
can
can go
explain
back
then.
and watch his videos. So okay,
You can explain.
so Pig, when he commentates, he has these habits of growling a whole bunch. You'd be like, Pig, he's the Zerg in trouble, and he'd go like, he's actually, he's in trouble, blah blah blah. And he always did that when he casted for a very long time. And we kind of picked up on it, and we pushed the joke very very far. So go back and watch some of his VODs after this broadcast is over, and you'll hear it as well. That's the joke. Yeah, that's why we keep on saying that.
Now you guys are inside the joke.
You've been filled in.
You've been filled in. All right, down here to the bottom left-hand side, representing Japan, 1 game on his side. Can he go for the reverse or kill? It's my friend V Raviner. He's gonna ravenge Pig in this game. Come on, Todd, give us your best introduction possible.
And starting on the top left-hand side of the map, you have Arena, playing as the Blue Zerg.
Oh, he's blue.
It is the growling man himself.
Oh.
Exile 5's Pig. DNS, how's it going, man?
I'm a little bit tired.
Tired of our shit.
Tired of our crap. I feel like the way we're casting, I feel like every now and then I look over to the production team, and the jokes of like when someone's on stage and you get like that sheep thing where it's like the hook, the stick with the hook on the end, and you like grab it around that neck and pull
You're
them
the
off
only guy
stage.
from Wales here. We're not sheep shaggers.
You know what I mean, though? I don't know what it's called. What's it called?
I have no idea,
And
man.
they like pull you off stage, the thing around your neck. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna go there if you don't know what it is. I don't know the
What
name
are you
of it.
talking
A
about?
leash?
Oh, not a leash. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Oh,
not.
lasso.
Okay, never mind. A
Like a
lasso? No, I don't know. Never mind. Someone out
Great
on the
joke,
internet
Apollo.
gets it. Yeah, great joke, Apollo.
Only the finest.
5 out of 5. Amazing joke. 5
I
stars.
rate
for you.
8.
Yeah, rate me out of 8, guys. Brilliant joke. Make sure to send in your pictures, by the way. We've been having a lot of fun with them. Keep sending them in to #NW3.
NW3. This is the English stream, mate.
Sorry, wrong stream.
Keep the French to a
Hey,
minimum.
look at Pig's fast third hatch. It's
What a
not that
cheeky
common.
guy.
It's not that common. He's cutting a queen to do so.
Maybe he knew that overall placement-wise, it was going to be hard for Vice Ravana to spot it immediately, and I don't think he has yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
This might be revealed at a time where it's hardly counterable anymore.
Yeah. So Pig's taken a bit of a cut in terms of his production and income for now. As you can see just by the drone count, the bottom, 23 to 21.
He hasn't started speed yet, even though he's got enough gas.
But this could be pretty impressive if there is no aggression that comes out from Ravana, because it's just gonna skyrocket in terms of how many units he's going to be able to put into this game, and also, of course, the economy. But it has been spotted. He's got an overload there. And surely you're going to be wanting to be aggressive against this. Everything that you've got's faster.
Yeah, he's gonna be aggressive with that Baneling Nest.
Absolutely, this is a good chance to get 2 games in a row here. Pig being a little bit greedy. Can he defend against it though? His Baneling Nest is on the way for his own.
But yeah, Baneling Nest on the way for both players. Going to finish at about the same time. Only one man is getting Zerglings here right now.
Yeah,
though,
it's Ravana. He's not messing around here.
Our Japanese player who's going to want to play aggressive, having spotted that third base. He knows that he can maybe get more units at first here, since Pig might be droning, and he was.
And Pig's got an overlord that sees Zerglings on the way now, sees the Baneling morph, and he does not want to be adding drones, which he currently is. It's a little bit scary. He needs to defend this. He's got to morph Baneling straight away if he wants to hold this. And this is a big assault coming in from Japan.
Yeah.
And here
Pig,
we go.
being from Australia, he's fought crocodiles, he's fought big spiders, but this time around it's Banelings and Zerglings that he needs to hold.
It is, and he's going to target down one of these Banes. He gets one, and it looks like one Baneling is, or 2 Banelings actually take down 4. That's not so good there for Pig. And so far, so good for DNS. He's got it, DNS, why did I say DNS? Why did I say
Good job,
DNS? I don't
DNS.
even know why
Yeah,
I said
thank
that.
you.
I was thinking you, bro. But decent hits to start with. 5 drones go down. But he hasn't got the success that he needs.
Yeah, that didn't do enough, even though it's just 26 drones to 28 right now. It looks like Pig might be the one to counter-attack here in a second. If he can, more Zerglings, though, are still there for Vice Ravana.
This is actually looking all right for Pig. I didn't think it'd be this easy to hold.
He's got the third hatch, which is going to be quite a bit more production than his opponent. That one Baneling, the Lone Ranger.
He's got 3 Queens injecting across all 3 here. And this is taking a... Why did I say DNS? I actually don't really know that.
It's going to bother you
See, it is bothering me a little bit.
quite a bit.
You're gonna make nightmares about me.
Yeah, man.
Up until tonight.
All I do is think about you.
Kappa.
And a couple of Baneling hits there from Pig, taking out the morphing Banelings of his opponents. 3 Banelings do come in, though, for Pig.
Can
Good.
they do anything? First one gets sniped here by the Queen. Second one as well. And third
good
one.
target fire there from
One drone.
Ravana.
So it's 31 drones right now for
Yeah.
Pig to 24.
And 3 hatch versus 2. I didn't think it'd be that easy to be able to hold these 3 hatches, but Pig makes it look all right. And he's going to have to deal with these Zerglings that do come into the third. And are going to get quite a few drones here. This is actually really nice.
Yeah, we haven't really had the opportunity to hear what Pig had to say on the Skype call, but looks like this bad boy is on fire.
The squeaky interview. The best interview we've had at NationWars. Oh, Roaches, though.
He's a man of few words.
And this is something which he isn't quite prepared for yet. He's got Spine Crawler #1 on the way, and I actually didn't even notice there was a Roach Warren down here. So this is going to be a little bit dicey to deal with. And here comes the first attack. Good Baneling detonations. Get quite a bit of splash damage on these Roaches.
These Roaches just are not dying, though. They're going to take out all of the Zerglings and Banelings here. And Pig is in so much trouble. There's 40 army supply to 17. Vice Ravana looking to really bring it back here for his country, Japan, against Australia. Remember, he's the last player here. And this might very well be 3-2.
Yeah, these Roaches aren't stoppable. Zerglings alone are just being hit by Banelings. They can't even get a wraparound onto these Roaches, unfortunately. Just doesn't have the numbers. And Pig, trying to make this 3 hatchery work, started okay, but the secondary attack coming out from Ravana with Roaches is way too much for him to deal with. 6 drones going down, more and more units on the way. And Pig, you know, he's no Crocodile Dundee, is he?
No, it's not.
No, he's not. He's no Crocodile Dundee. He's been shut down here, and the spawning pool is going to go down, and that is the only way he can really be able to produce units. The Roach one, I guess, is going to be useful, but at this point, he's half the supplies of opponent, and we have a comeback on our hands.
Yeah, Vice Ravana gets the second score win here for Japan against Australia, and he's going to be calling out Aegis here, the Gimli Terran, to come out and to try and face him in the next map.
Yeah. Wale!
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 How do you say wale in Japanese?
I don't want to try because it may sound wrong.
Oh, Emil.
I'm
Emil is
I'm also in Paris with my cat.
the famous Polish caster Emil.
He's
Yeah.
lying. Game haven't
Photoshop.
crashed yet.
Photoshop. What?
He's here.
DNS.
DNS, you changed.
Emil.
I'm Polish.
You're Polish now, man. Look at you. You're having a lot of fun with us.
He's pretty good at it, actually.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Got your.
Is that a girl or a guy?
Is that?
That's very important to know.
Is
Show,
that-
show us the profile.
It's
Oh,
a girl.
Louis! Oh, actually, we shouldn't have shown. She's gonna get stalked big time. Thanks to you, Luis, for tuning in. Hope you're having fun.
And I'm sure you're going to get a lot of tweets your way now. I'm trying to make out your socks. It looks like it's fruit.
And leopard pajamas.
Leopard pajamas, yeah, they're pretty cool. But is it fruit? Is it pizza? I can't quite
No.
tell.
It's like-
Flowers?
No, flowers?
I don't know.
I don't think it's flowers.
Watermelon.
Yeah, it looks like watermelon. That's what I was thinking.
The sock experts
Yeah, I mean, I'm a sock expert.
has awakened his curiosity here with the
I
socks
know.
fetish that
I
he's
know.
got.
I haven't checked my socks today. What I'm
Well,
actually wearing.
Luis, make sure to tweet at Apollo
Oh,
SC2
no, I've
and
gone
hashtag NW3 and let him know what your socks theme
I've gone
is.
boring. I've just got double black socks on today.
Oh,
Or-
wow.
Or maybe it's blue and black. Can't quite see. Hold on. Yeah, it's blue and black. But yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah, keep
Apollo.
sending in your pictures of how you're enjoying Nation Wars 3 to the hashtag NW3, and you may be featured on the show just like Louise there in her pajamas and socks.
Leopard pajamas is
Leopard
actually
pajamas.
pretty cool.
Or maybe they're leopard leggings. What's the difference between leggings and pajamas, Todd?
That's a pretty big difference, actually. If you said leggings and yoga pants, maybe like they wouldn't be that much, but.
Are you
there-
having fun, DNS? We're a little bit crazy.
Yeah, I'm tired
I
as
know you're
hell
tired,
right
yeah.
now.
There is one guy. Oh, actually, Ayagas, by the way,
Yeah,
is coming
people in
out.
chat are gonna
Well,
think
it's
I'm
shocker.
drugs.
Be Ayagas.
Shocker. There is one guy at BlizzCon who bought the Zerg leggings for himself. Who was it? He's actually a guy, even though these are only for girls.
Graham was wearing them. Someone else was wearing them as well.
Hyun, no?
Huh?
No, no, not Jan.
Who? Hyun? No. I don't know who else it was. I know someone was. Oh, hello. It's called a Vaudeville hook. Oh, that's what it's called. You know what I mean? This thing.
Oh, that's Pig.
No,
Oh.
no. That's us, and I feel like production team's gonna pull us off any minute with that thing.
Oh,
That's what I meant.
Okay.
I
That
didn't
sounded
know-
like
I didn't
Pig.
know
That
that
sounded
was
like
the
Pig,
name.
though.
It did sound like Pig. That was like his interview. That might as well have been his interview. He's like, Pig joins us for Nation Wars 3. How are you feeling, Pig? Get off. But Iger's going to be coming up next then. I'm happy you sent that tweet in. Thank you. I wasn't sure what it was called.
On Prion Terraces.
Yeah. Why are you so? Did you travel from Paris
Yeah,
to
I-
Paris? So why are you so tired?
Yeah, I had to wake up like pretty early. I slept like really bad.
Yeah. What time
Why?
did you wake up today?
Like 9?
And
early for
I
me.
mean, how long does it take you to get from Paris to Paris?
Like 2 hours.
Wow.
I mean, where the hell in Paris do you live?
in the Millennium House.
I live in no. Like right now, I'm living with my parents. I'm in
Oh.
Poitiers. You know, you've been
I
there.
know
For
Poitiers.
WCS, you've been there.
I know.
I know what you're
Portier.
gonna say.
Bienvenue, Le Portier. Pour Le Portier. I can't remember what I used to say now. But so you travel.
I
from
never know if
Portier
you're
today.
trying to sound nonsensical or if you actually are this bad at languages. By the way,
It's just French. It's a difficult language.
you just said welcome for the Poitiers.
That's close enough, isn't it? Well, thank you for traveling here, DNS, and I'm sure we're going to try and keep you awake as much as possible. But we're now loaded into the next game. Down here in the bottom right, the comeback king from now on. It is our good friend V Ravener. Spawning in as the red Zerg.
It's Vice Ravener.
Yeah, but I like V Ravener. Sounds cool. DNS, would you like to do this intro?
Yeah. And in the top left, we have our blue Terran player. It's not a barcode. It's actually from Australia, Iagers.
Nice, man.
The Gimli Terran himself on a Protoss overlaid map here for TVZ. It's pretty nice of Vice Ravener to bring the score back, but now I feel like he's meeting the best player here out of Australia in Iagers, and he's going to have to put in here a real effort if he wants to be able to, I guess, bring out the last player from Australia, a revive, which most likely would be Aegis again, I feel. Unless he gets crushed now, but that's again quite unlikely. Let's go off your phone, Sean, please, and start casting.
Why? I was reading tweets. I was reading the
You really
hashtag.
want to know these socks, what they are, isn't it?
No. I'm reading a couple of the tweets sent in on hashtag NWT.
Oh, you're doing your job.
I am doing my job, mate.
Is there any good ones?
I like this one.
We need to show it after.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do it. They're looking at them,
God
I'm
damn
sure.
it.
Yeah, thank you for sending your tweets. I'm actually reading a few of them right now.
Aegis is going to go for the expand here with the Reaper. And on the other side of the map, just the standard expansion for the Zerg as well. He's going to be getting 100 gas here in a second. Going to be able to start speed, double queen as well.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was pulling a moment on my phone during the cast.
Yeah, it looks like the Japanese player is gonna be aggressive again.
Is he?
Like he's making 6 Zerglings.
That's to deal with the Reaper,
That's a
though,
lot,
right?
You think so?
Yeah. The Reaper's pretty annoying.
Sorry,
because of the little KD8 bomb it has. I think you need 6 to deal with it.
6,
6.
not 5, not 4, not 7,
Well,
6.
unfortunately, you can't get 5 Zerglings.
Yeah, well,
But,
if you leave one in your main.
If you could, then I think 5 would be a great number.
Did you know you can split Zerglings and leave one elsewhere?
No, but you can't build 5.
I guess you can't in Diamond. Never mind.
You know,
Third command center is going
never
down
judge
now,
a book
and
by its
Aegis.
cover. All right, just because I'm in Diamond, Funk is in Diamond too.
Yeah, and you're both equal as shit.
Yeah, we are bad. But don't worry, we'll get out of that league soon.
We'll see.
All right, Reaper doing a little bit of damage inside this main base. More Zerglings are being made. Now that's a little bit uncommon here. Like, why would he build 6 extra Zerglings? That's the real
Because he wants to go for the
question,
surrounds on these Reapers and finally completely shut them down, gain map control as well if he could. Starport on the way here.
Yeah. What's he going to build? Is that a tank? Is he going to switch over? Oh, he wants his Reapers. Oh, he really wants
Pig
them.
already lost.
Oh, yeah, sorry. And,
They're able to make it out here for now. Roach Horn goes down now.
oh, he is going to get
Is
a
it going to
tank.
be okay. Maybe a Viking first to kill some overlords.
They might just go straight for a medivac, to be honest.
Yeah, Medivac with tank here is definitely
Yeah,
something that's...
You can, I think the
be very good.
Koreans, what the Koreans were doing is not sieging up the tank, but putting the tank in and sending Marines with it too. Oh, it's going to be a Liberator. Okay, cool. Always love a bit of liberation.
Yeah, those have been wrecking actually. Kelazur in particular, all the Liberators that he made, they did so much damage. They carried Brazil hard, didn't, not quite enough to qualify them for the next round, but did pretty well in a lot of the games that we saw them in. Wrecking
8
mineral
roaches,
lines.
though. Hello. It's quite a lot, that
cheeky.
is. Cheeky, cheeky. It's quite a lot of roaches, but they're not really going to be able to do much. I guess they can push the Reapers back, but there's no Hellions in this game. The
You might
tank
want to
is
go
a
for an
pretty good
attack.
defense.
Vice Ravana is on 42 drones. If he starts making only units now, maybe he can go for a huge bust with Roaches and Ravagers.
Yeah, he could, but he's still building drones, and he's gone to the lair now, so...
Okay.
All right, double evolution chamber going to come down from Ravana. Well, things are set up quite nicely over the other side for Aegis. I mean, he's got that tank defensively set up. He's got his Liberators being built up now too, and he can start to do a bit of damage to them. He's got his infrastructure coming in with that very early 3rd command center. He's got his double engineering bay finishing up, mass barracks, and we are going to see a good old Marine Marauder with a bunch of tanks. Play coming out from Aegis, just looking pretty standard overall, to be honest, from both sides.
By the way, didn't we have a few shout-outs to make?
For who?
Like, you know, some people that we know, some other casters who might not necessarily be available to watch right now, or some others who have so much passion that they are watching. You know, Nathanias, for example, I'm pretty sure he's watching. He was in the chat earlier as always, so big shout-out to him. Even though, you know, we do a lot of teasing, he's definitely one of the guys that's got some of the most passion out there.
Big shout out to Big Daddy Colaris. I know you're watching, mate. Make sure just to give us a tweet, Colaris. Give us a tweet. Hashtag NW3. And, we'll
Rumor has it, Kyle Ice right now is in Frankfurt watching another game than Starcraft, but he's still watching this tournament on his phone
Yes,
with
that much
earphones.
That much passion.
That much passion.
Oh no, that's a bit sad. Liberator gets taken out by 3 Ravages instantly on that natural base. He's got another one over here. Not the most successful. And at the moment, on the same time here, Iger's got to be careful. If not, he will be going and forcing Australia to play in the ace match. He's got to be so careful. There's a lot of units being built now. Ravana, the all-kill, the comeback. If he takes this fight well on the other side of the map, he can morph a lot of units. He's building a lot of units. It's kind of crazy to think he's got double evolution chamber, but he's not using them. He's just pure units.
Is it enough? It was a fake, actually. It's funny how this turned out. Has he got enough Ravagers? I think he needs more here. It's just the 4, I believe.
Yeah, there's a couple of tanks in defensive mode, though. But if he breaks his position and that tank is down on the low ground, Ravana, no, this isn't going to happen. He gets all the Sea-Tank actually deals friendly fire damage to its units here, and Ravana's going to go in for this, and he's going to try and take out the tanks as fast as possible. They are the key
Everything's clumped up. So much damage is being dealt to these Roaches and Ravagers, and everything's going to go down. It looks like a hold here for Iagers.
Oh, that's a good hold on this high ground here. Unfortunately, he's been pushed back. The SCV's come off the line, but it looked like that could have been the fight he wanted to take. But sadly, Iagers holds on.
And now he's 1-1 against a Zerg with no upgrades.
Yeah.
He's got more than 12 workers lead here. So now, Iagers, all he has to do is make units, really. Head across the map, start dropping. There's not going to be much that can counter him if he starts using those medivacs properly. And he's just in a great position with the initial hold. Iagers looking to close things out here for Australia.
Oh, that's kind of a little bit sad there for Raven. He tried this attack and he was getting close to a possible all-round comeback. It's not over yet, but Iger's looking comfortable. He's going to push forward here. Do you think he's going to break him, DNS?
I want to see the comeback. I want to see the comeback. I think it's possible, but it's going to be very tough.
That's a no, right?
Yeah, that's a no.
That's a no. They're pretty close in army supply, though.
One
That's a
upgrades.
yes.
He's got bad upgrades.
Yeah, bad upgrades. Tanks being able to be picked up and moved around a lot. And here we go. Raven is going to try and hold off Iagos, who's looking to close this one out to play against Russia in the finals of this evening's NationWars 3 qualifier.
Swooping in from multiple sides.
In from the north and from the south, hitting from the north and the south, and he's going to take a fantastic fight here. And this is easy for Igers. Easy peasy, Australian squeezy. 4-2, and Australia move through to play against Russia in the decider match.
In a pretty cool match, actually, between these two. Definitely were the, I think, two favorites. Again, there was quite a bit of hype around Japan. They kind of disappointed at first. Vice Ravana brought it back, but in the end, not quite enough to take out the ace here of Australia in Igers. And a pretty convincing win, I guess, overall from Australia.
Yeah, really good.
Other than Pig.
Other than Pig. Pig disappointed.
Pig only impressed us with his interview.
That's the only thing he's done well today. You think?
Yeah, I agree, yeah. I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Why are you here?
You haven't fallen asleep. That's good for us. Here's some more tweets. There are definitely girls watching NationWars 3. Todd, you were asking about the girls. Now you get a final answer. There are. I respect you greatly at Yoann Merlot.
I'm not even going to say what this resembles because...
What does it resemble?
Nothing. A
Why?
mushroom.
A mushroom. I'm watching Elo at Low Leicester.
Oh, this guy got all the time zones figured out with all his
man.
clocks.
You know, he's ready for WCS, GSL. Like, anytime, man, he knows. He knows the right time. Here's another one from at DDDDstroyer. Here is my cluttered watching station, T-Hype.
He's British. For
yeah,
sure.
he's British as well.
What is that? What is that mouse pad? What is that mouse?
Yeah, that's a mini mouse for
Oh, is it?
a laptop. You know, like when you travel. I love how like there's like a world map under it and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's a world map, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe that's...
Why is he not watching on the laptop but the tablet though?
maybe he's working. He's working.
He's not working. He's drinking tea and watching Starcraft.
While working.
You could do both at once.
Yeah,
I
Todd.
don't know, man. Passion has its ways, I guess.
Yeah, he's both definitely working. Thanks for sending your tweets and keep them coming in at hashtag NW3. We'll keep showing them throughout the evening as they are rather funny and we are actually having a lot of fun with them. We're going to go to the winner's interview in a moment. We are going to have, fingers crossed, Pig. It might be Igers. I don't know. So we'll go to that very shortly. But here's the update of so far. We've traveled over from Germany to Paris to cover With Gaming, of course, the qualifiers for Nation Wars 3. We started on Thursday, where we had the US of A go up against Ukraine, where we saw the Eastern Europeans go through 4 games to 3 in a classic series. It was awesome to watch. And yesterday, we had Captain Huck, Canada, do excellently and go through 4 games to 3 over Brazil. And right now, Russia 4-0 versus the Czech Republic. And then Australia took down Japan 4 games to 2 in the expected match that we all thought we'd see. Russia versus Australia is going to take place. Live Zerg, Slivko, and Revolver up against Pig, Igers, and NXZ. It's going to be a cool best of 7.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. Hopefully, we get to see Pig do a little bit better this time around. But such a Zerg-heavy day today. We've seen quite a few Zergs come into action already in this tournament, but it's a lineup right now, lineups that are going to go up of 3 Zergs for Russia and 2 Zergs and a 10 for Australia. So get ready for your ZVZs, Zerglings, Banelings, and all that stuff.
Pretty fast matches, to be honest.
Like the ZVZ, I guess.
Yeah, it's really fast. I mean, it was always fast kind of in Heart of the Storm, but it's really fast in Legacy of the Void. So we're going to have some fast and furious games coming out from the Zerg players a little bit later on. And the single Terran Igers, seeing if he can take down Russia. Is it a weakness that they only have Zerg players, do you think? Or is it a strength?
It can be a weakness if there is somebody on the Australian team right now that's doing really good against Zerg. Like we saw Igers play pretty well, I think, that last game. So if Igers is on fire against Zerg right now, maybe just send him out first, clean up the house, and Australia could be our 3rd team here to qualify for the round of 16 of the Nation Wars 3.
Yeah, it would be cool. I mean, we've got so many awesome nations qualified. And remember, the actual tournament for Nation Wars 3 starts on the 3rd of December, and that's less than 2 weeks away now. I was looking at it before. It's 12 days away. It's really not that far. It's the 3rd, which is what does J mean? Is that what's the
Thursday?
Jedi?
Thursday. Yeah, the week starts on Monday.
What's
jeudi?
Jeudi. Starts on jeudi, the 3rd of December, and goes on to Vudi.
It's the English stream, mate. They won't get it. It's vendredi.
Vendredi, which is Friday. And then Samedi, I know that one. And then Sunday is, what Sunday is?
Save me, someone.
Diamini?
Send moment back.
Dimanche. Could Sunday sound more French? Dimanche.
That was horrible, actually.
Here's the schedule. 3rd and 4th for Group A, 5th and 6th for Group B when we get to the main part of the tournament. We've still got another qualifier tomorrow, but just looking at the main tournament. And then Group C on the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th for Group D.
And very importantly, tomorrow, we draw the groups for the round of 16, and we announce the venue.
We announce the venue!
For the finals.
For the finals!
On the 13th of January.
On the 13th of January.
Stop repeating me.
Stop repeating. We're having a lot of fun here at Nation Wars. Hope you guys are having a lot of fun at home as well. That's what we're all about here at Nation Wars 3. He's having a giggle and enjoying some awesome StarCraft action. A truly global and international tournament we're seeing here at Nation Wars 3. I think the winner's interview is almost ready. I'm going to be told to go there in a second, I think. But a good performance from Australia, and I think it's a pretty hyped up next match.
Absolutely. Actually, the starting players, first and foremost, are going to be very important. I feel like this also could be one of those very close matches.
Yeah, for sure.
Australia against Japan actually was... I was almost right. I said 4-3 for Australia, and it was 4-2.
Yeah, I got 4-2. I did have 4-2.
You keep on being right.
I know, I don't know what's going on.
It's getting very annoying.
I gotta think.
I thought you were a loser that lost at everything. And not too long ago, you were complaining that was the case.
I actually have lost a lot in every single game I've played recently.
Starcraft, Heroes, Football Manager.
I got wrecked in Heroes. Football Manager, I'm getting wrecked on. Casting, I'm getting wrecked on. I'm just not having a very good time in games recently. All right, it sounds like the winner's interview is ready, so we're going to head over to the couch, and fingers crossed, Pig is going to be able to talk to us.
Piggy!
Yeah, that's the main question. Will Pig be able to talk to us without sounding like a duck? How are you today?
I'm fine. It was a really nice encounter. I'm happy that Japan managed to squeeze out a few victories out of it. And I can't wait to have Australia's reaction about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was a little afraid because DNS actually said that Vice Ravana was about to reverse all kill. And I thought he was about to be the smartest guy on Earth. But in the end, Aegis was enough to take out our Zerg player from Japan. And apparently, our Australian friends are here with us on Skype. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Okay. Pig is here. Ayagas is here. Everybody's here. First of all, Pig, are you still a duck? Can you talk?
Of course, man. I have the duck spirit inside me.
Hey, man.
It's beautiful.
Piggy fixed his sky. Hello, guys, and congratulations on your victory against Japan. Basic question, dumb question, but how do you feel?
Pumped. We feel amazing. All right. I think Ryan. I think NXZ feels pretty good right now. He just slayed a whole bunch of nerds.
It wasn't 4. It would have been nice to get the all kill, but sure, 3 is fine too.
Okay, what about you, I guess? You want a savior?
Well, I would have preferred not to have had to play any TVZ until I had to play against Russia, but these 2 jerks just aren't very good.
Oh, oath. Definitely.
Apparently, there's been a tweet from you, NXZ. You said that if it was about to be a reverse all kill, not a single player from Australia would be allowed to play again. Are you crazy? Why would you ever say that?
I don't know, man. Just, it's hard. It's emotional after you lose. All of a sudden, you're just packing up your keyboard, finding the nearest bin. You're like, I'm out. I'm done.
That was a great tweet, but in the end, you didn't get reverse all killed. Dude, anything to say to our winners?
Well, I didn't expect Australia to be that good, and especially NXZ, which I didn't knew. Are you confident in the future? Do you think Australia can go far in that tournament? NXZ, for instance?
I think as long as Iagas is playing well, we're going to win the whole thing. If not, we'll see how we go.
All right.
But I think we've got a good shot to at least qualify here up against Russia.
Okay, yeah, you're coming up against a team that features 3 Zergs. I mean, we've seen you guys do pretty well, NXZ pretty well in ZVZ. Pig wasn't as good. Iagas, you played well. You played well at TVZ. You used the tanky vax like a boss. That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, what do you feel about a lineup that is only composed by Zerg? Like, how do you feel about the VZ matchup in general?
Well, Ravagers are a pretty good unit, and I don't know what craziness Revolver does these days, but I am sort of happy we don't have to play against. Well, happy. It's sort of curious he's not in their lineup.
Yeah, we don't really know why he didn't register himself as a player for Russia, but still, you're gonna be playing 3 Zergs. Pig, you didn't do so well in your ZVZ. Can you reach that level to actually be competitive against those guys?
Yeah, man. I'll draw inside myself. I'll dig deep. I'll find the passion, man. I've been on holiday, but all I've been thinking about is Starcraft. So I've been sitting there on the beach, kind of sipping cocktails, just thinking about killing people in Starcraft. So now I'm gonna step it up. That was my warm-up game. That was my kind of let's build 3 times as many drones as my opponent has and die game. So we're gonna be a lot more focused in the next set. We're gonna take Russia down.
All right, guys, thank you. Thanks a lot and congratulations for your victory. We'll have you in a minute for the captain's interview for the final match versus Russia. Thank you, guys. See you later. And as for us, bye-bye.
Bye.
As for us, we're going to head back to the caster desk right now. Casters, take it away.
You're the best, Toad, man. You're the best. Awesome to be here working with you. Joined by Todd as we get ready for the next game. It's just around the corner. What are your thoughts on the interview from Australia?
They seem in high enough spirits. Pig is he's one of those guys that has a smile that kind of never leaves his face. Really nice guy. So it's good. It's good to see that. Even though they lost a few maps here and there, they're still in high spirits and looking forward to their match against Russia.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy game, and it's just around the corner as we look to find the 15th nation that will play in NationWars 3. Will it be Australia or will it be Russia? We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll find out.